Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Bubblegum Reviews. My name is Steve, and tonight I'm going to be reviewing, for St. Patrick's Day, The Boondock Saints. I've seen this movie probably 2 times before this, and, excuse me, this was my least favorite watch of the 3 times I've seen this. So, I don't know, I guess I just got older and paid more attention and whatnot. So, being St. Patrick's Day, I got my Heineken back here. I'm ready to do this. Today's review is going to be a little different. I'm going to kind of go through the stuff in a different way. So, starting off, I got my interesting fact. I really like this interesting fact. Billy Connolly was so stoked to play El Duce that they had added a large cigar to his mouth because he was constantly smiling. He had so much fun with this role, and I had so much fun with him playing this role. I really am a huge Billy Connolly fan, and he did a really good job in this movie. He didn't have a huge role, but he was really good. So, director, we have Troy Duffy, who, aside from this, has done the Boondock Saints 2 and just a bunch of other stuff I've never seen. I have not actually seen the second one, but I own it, so I will be watching it eventually. IMDb gave this a 7.8 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 28%. Talk about a totally different grade there. Dog Bones gave it a 2 out of 4. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Let's see. Box office of $30,471 on a budget of $6 million. There was some problem with this movie getting released as to why it was affected as far as the box office goes. I believe it had to do with like the Columbine shooting happening right around the time this movie was getting released, so that's part of the reason the box office is the way it is. But still, I mean, that's out of their hands, so I don't want to say it would have been better or it would have been worse. Personally, I don't think it would have made 6 million even if the shooting didn't happen. I really don't. Um, I hope so, but probably not. So let's see here. William Dafoe. Man, he did such a good job in this movie. He really did. He was the best part of this movie. I enjoy Norman Reedus and the other guy, but overall, William Dafoe, man, he like my buddy said, his performance was too good for this film, and it's true. It really was. He kicked ass. So, funny thing I noticed while watching this movie, the I believe it's the Italian like mobster guy, the one in the room with Ron Jeremy and Della Rocca. So he totally has a Lex Grossman from Tropic Thunder, Tom Cruise style look to him. He's got the balding head. He's got the big old huge like arms. He's got the watch on one wrist. He's got the hairy arms. Totally a Lex Grossman look, man. So I kind of feel like they might have pulled Lex Grossman from this movie and made it Tom Cruise or whatever. Probably not, but I just totally saw the similarities there and thought it was really interesting. So the movie itself, part of the reason I didn't like it is because there was a racial scene in it that really wasn't even needed for the movie. It really wasn't. Like, they could have totally done without that, and there was more than one, really, but the one I'm talking about is pretty big, and like I said, they could have done without it, and the movie would have been better, in my opinion. Like, you literally didn't even need to throw this in the movie. I know for some movies they do this, depending on like the times. Like, there's old movies back in like the 1940s and 50s where they do it just to give it the effect and feel like this is what was going on back then. I don't personally think that's what they were doing in this. Maybe they were, but I don't feel like that's exactly how they were going with that. So there was that. Also, I just felt like at times the writing was a little slow, but overall, I do enjoy this movie. I do. I haven't seen a whole lot of St. Patty's Day movies to watch, so I don't really have anything to compare this to as far as that goes. But with that being said, this is a classic movie. It's just unfortunate that it went. I probably last time I watched it, I would have gave it an 8 out of 10. I'm giving it a 6.5 now. With that being said, also, I know my last review I said my next review is going to be Roseanne. I decided to bump Roseanne because today being St. Patrick's Day and do Boondocks, so my next review will be Roseanne. The complete show. Oh, the complete show, season 1 through 9. Nothing past. Not season 10, just season 1 through 9. So stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe. You guys have a good day and check out my Letterboxd. All right, have a good one.